After two opening day sessions filled with fiery exchanges on Thursday, the delegations returned Friday morning ready to get down to business. CPC Politburo member Yang Jiechi and Chinese Foreign Minister Wang resumed talks with U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken and U.S. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan. Like their previous days, this behind closed-door session overran its expected time, lasting more than 3 hours.
This time, strategic dialogue was direct, frank, and constructive. It is very conducive to relations between the two sides. But there are so many major differences sitting between the two sides. China is going to safeguard our national sovereignty, security, and our interest to develop. The development of China is an irreversible trend.
After the meeting, Blinken said they knew going in there would be a number of areas where they'd be at odds with China's actions in Xinjiang, Hong Kong, Tibet, Taiwan, and cyberspace.
It's no surprise that when we raised those issues, clearly and directly, we got a defensive response. But we were also able to have a very candid conversation over these many hours on an expansive agenda. On Iran, on North Korea, on Afghanistan, on climate. Our interests intersect.
Yang brought up the call between Chinese President Xi Jinping and U.S. President Joe Biden several weeks after his election as an example of enhancing communication and dialogue. Wang also expressed his hopes of finding more common ground.
We are clear about the standards for the China-U.S. relations. We hope that moving forward, China and the U.S. should move towards each other while respecting each other's co-interests. On this common ground, China is willing to adopt an open attitude to the United States.
We were clear-eyed coming in, we're clear-eyed coming out, and we will go back to Washington to take stock of where we are. We'll continue to consult with allies and partners on the way forward, and of course, on issues ranging from Iran to Afghanistan, through the normal diplomatic channels, we'll continue to work with China going forward.
U.S. Secretary of State Blinken says they told the Chinese side regarding economics, trade, and technology they were reviewing those issues in close consultation with the U.S. Congress, partners, and allies. They said they'd move forward on those issues in a way that protects and advances the interests of workers and their companies. Mark New, CGTN, Anchorage, Alaska.